everyone, welcome yourselves back to the channel, back for more reviews today, talking about Mighty Ducks, the first movie that dropped 30 years ago to the day. And obviously, if you've been keeping up with the channel, season 2 dropped last Wednesday. I've been reviewing season 1 with 3 more episodes coming live today and 3 more going live tomorrow. So do stick around for them because episode 2 of season 2 is live this Wednesday, so do not miss them. And of course, if you're a fan of Mighty Ducks, do let me know down below in the comments. And of course, subscribe too if you're a fan and you enjoy the content around here. Leave a like, of course. And spoilers ahead. Let's dive into the Mighty Ducks. Enjoy. So, The Mighty Ducks is a brilliant film introducing us to Emilio Estevez taking on the role of Gordon Bombay, a lawyer who hates kids, hates hockey, and has had a bad past in the realms of the Hawks and missing a Pee-wee playoff final where it's tortured him his entire life and he did everything to get away from it, and he basically gets caught speeding under the influence and therefore has to do community service, leading us into him becoming the coach of District 5, a rivalry that would be against the Hawks, going up against his old manager, and obviously training a bunch of kids who are awful at hockey. It's a terrific film and a terrific adventure between back and forth between the kids, the birth of the Ducks, gaining Banks, teaching Fulton to skate and to have his brilliant strike, making the playoffs and beating his old manager in the playoff final with Charlie, replicating what Bombay failed to do and scoring in the final, which I thought was a brilliant way to mirror his failures, all that time ago back in the 70s, and he had lifted that curse, and the Ducks had beaten the Hawks and his demons as well. It's a terrific film with a lot of heart, a lot of story. I love the relationship with Charlie and his mother, with Bombay, Banks and Jesse's rivalry. Banks got knocked out, but obviously Jesse finally realized he'd do anything to score and be on the Ducks team because it wasn't about the Ducks, it was about his passion for hockey, and that's what was brilliant. Gordon wanted him to cheat for a bit of the film, and then he wanted him to do specific things, and then he brought other people in and changed the ways, and he wanted to play for fun and going for the win if possible, but if they lost, it'd be a loss. So the Mighty Duck films are some of the best I've enjoyed for years. Mostly down to Emilio. I think Emilio does a terrific job of delivering such a true coach role. His love for the kids, his love for the sport that gets reignited, his back and forth um, with the rivalry with his coach and willingness to separate his hatred at times to make sure he's showing an example for the kids. His relationship with Hans was one of my favorite. How they got the skates and then the funding from Ducksworth. You learn a lot from these films because of the lessons and seeing kids go from absolutely nothing to being, as he would say, ducks fly together, and creating iconic things like the flying V or the knuckle puck shark, or it's knuckle puck the second one. You know what I mean? It was so good, so tense at times. You can see how hard the kids have worked. As I said, bringing in a couple of figure skaters, bringing in a ruthless brood who will hit 1 in 5 and knock you out if you're not careful. Um, Good violence, rivalry with Banks and his old friends McGill and Larson. It was just a really, really good film, and the fact it's been 30 years since this film hit cinemas is a true testament to how much I love this show and film and everything that's involved with it in modern day. So if you haven't checked out Mighty Ducks, go check it out for yourself because it's such a family-oriented film, wholesome. If you're a big fan of hockey, you'll love it because, at the end he goes to play for the Miners in a trial. Um, and it leads into 2 great sequels. This film is about lessons learned, leaving your past in the past, overcoming your fears and demons, and just learning to trust in the kids and forming bonds with the kids. It was a terrific watch, one of my finest films. It's always going to be corny and cringy at times. You're going to hate the fact that um, they go back and forth. The whole between like leaving the team, then coming back to the team, then leaving the team. But I see no issues because I'm a huge Mighty Ducks fan, and without further ado, I'm going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10 because I love everything about it. You could hate these films, but I've always had a good time. It always puts a smile on my face. The kids are always so funny and so lively, and it just brings out a better plot, better story, and just a better willingness to want to see them be victorious in the end and lifting the trophy. And I loved the limo driver as well, how he became part of this group. He was recording parts and filming scenes, and seeing them in the green Mighty Ducks jerseys is just a true awesomeness. And as I said, 30 years has gone by. And I think this film series is just as iconic as is now as it was once back then. And I think Emilio and the rest of the cast will see that very well. So a very good job from the cast and everyone involved. Thoroughly enjoyed. If you haven't checked it out, do go check it out for yourself. And of course, subscribe and like for more Mighty Ducks content. Mighty Ducks 2 and Mighty Ducks 3 will be coming very soon to the channel. But check out my upcoming Mighty Ducks Season 1 reviews and Mighty Ducks Season 2. Until next time, goodbye.